Hello friends, myself Mr. Narendra Jangle from Gokhale Education Society's RM Bhatt High School Parel. Welcome students. Today we are going to study SSC Class 10th Maths Part 1 Second Chapter Quadratic Equations. From that chapter we are going to study Practice Set 2.2. This practice set is based on the factorization method of solving a quadratic equations. Hello friends, let us see practice set 2.2 from second chapter quadratic equations. Here that practice set 2.2 is based on the solution of quadratic equations by factorization method. So before studying that factorization method, we must remember these 2 points. Because for factorization, these 2 points helps you. So let us see that 2 points. First one, when the sign of third term, here most of the sums are trinomial. Trinomials means 3 terms are there. So first term is the square term, middle term is with x variable, and third term, that is constant term. So when the sign of that third term is positive, means third term is positive, then how to use the sign and how to find the factors, that is important point. So here one table is shown. In that table, sign of third term, yani last term, that is positive. So both the signs are positive. Then sign of the middle term, sometimes it is positive and sometimes it is negative. Then how to find the factors and how to write the sign of that factors. Remember 2 things. Whenever the product, yani third term is positive, both the factors having the same sign. Whenever the third term is positive, both factors having the same sign. That sign of that factors depends upon the sign of middle term. If middle term is positive, both the factors are positive. If middle term is negative, then both the factors are negative. So remember, whenever the product is positive, then the sign of that factors depends on the sign of middle term. Middle term positive, then both are positive. Now how will we get the middle term? By addition of these 2 factors, we get the middle term. So remember this one. Whenever the product is positive, by adding these 2 factors, we get the middle term. So next point, whenever the product is positive, then the sign of the factors depends on the middle term. If it is plus, then both are plus. It is minus, then both are minus. And adding these 2 factors, we get the middle term. So remember again, by addition of these 2 factors, we get the middle term. So remember. Now let us see 2 examples. Here 2 examples are given. First example, x square plus 5x plus 6. Here the last term is positive. Here the last term is positive. In both the cases, the last term is positive, but the middle term is positive and here negative. Here find the 2 factors of 6 such that here 6 is the product. Write in a circle. How to write? How will we get the product? Coefficient of square term, here it is 1 multiplied by third term. Coefficient of first term multiplied by third term. So 6 ones are 6 is the product. Now here find the 2 numbers whose product is 6 and their sum is 5. Why sum? Addition. because plus sign is there. Whenever plus sign, addition. So sum of these two numbers is, so 3 2s are, we get the two factors. Now first term remains as it is, x square. This method is also known as splitting middle term. This middle term is split as 3x plus 2x and last term as it is. Now grouping together this first group, second group. Find the common factor from the first group. What is the common factor? X into bracket x plus 3 plus here 2 is the common factor, x plus 3 is equal to 0. So we get one of the common factor from both the terms. The common factor is x plus 3. So this is one of the factor, and remaining the terms outside the bracket is equal to 0. So whenever the product of two terms is 0, then either first term is 0 or second term is 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to minus 2. That is the solution of that equation. So in this way, this first sign here we use. Now here the product is positive. So 1 into 6. How to find the product? For coefficient of first term multiplied by last term. So 1 into 6 we get 6. This is the product. Now find the two numbers. Here last term is positive, therefore sum of these two numbers is 6 and product of these two numbers is 6. So again we get 3 2s are 6 and 3 plus 2, sorry, that sum of the two numbers is, here minus sign is there, so minus, so here minus 5x, sorry, this sum minus 5x. So sum is the middle term. So we get x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Again find the common factor. X into bracket x minus 3 minus 2 into bracket x plus minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore x minus 3 is one of the common factor and x minus 2 is another common factor. So either x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we get x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 2. So in this way, whenever the sign of the third term is positive, we can use this table. So remember again, whenever the sign is positive, then the sign of both the factors depends upon the sign of middle term. Agar middle term positive, then both the signs are positive. If middle term is negative, then both the signs are negative. And middle term, how will we get middle term? Addition of these two factors, we get the middle term. 3 plus 2, 5. 3 plus 2, 5. So in this way, we can solve the sum or quadratic equation using factorization method. So this is the important key to solve the examples or quadratic equations by factorization method. Now let us see second condition or second case. Whenever that sign of the last term, third term is negative, agar third term negative hai, then what to do? Here the sign of third term is negative, sign of middle term, suppose first time it is positive, second time it is negative. So whenever the sign of third term is negative, then the sign of both the factors are different. दोनों का साइन अलग अलग आएगा because product is negative. So middle term plays important role. So greater factor having the sign of middle term. जो middle term का sign है greater factor को देना है and opposite sign to the smaller factor. Here negative sign, therefore greater factor negative and opposite sign to the, and here difference between the two terms is the middle term. Here remember, difference between these two terms we get the middle term. Let us see example again. Here 1 into minus 6. X square plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. This example is taken here. So here minus 6 is the product. Now find the two numbers whose product is minus 6 and their difference is 1. So we get again 3 2s are. But sign of the middle term is positive, therefore greater factor positive, smaller factor negative. So we get x square plus 3x minus 2x and minus 6 is equal to 0. Now this 3x minus 2x we get x. So difference of that 2 is equal to middle term whenever the sign is negative. And same again, find the common factor x into bracket x plus 3 minus 2 into bracket x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now x plus 3 is one of the common factor and x minus 2 is other common factor. Therefore either x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore we get x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to 2. That is the solution of that quadratic equation. So here second example is taken. Whenever the middle term is negative, last term is negative, but when middle term is negative, how to give the sign? So 1 into minus 6 we get minus 6. Whenever the last term is negative, our product is always negative. That means both the factors having the different sign, alag sign dena hai. Then find the two numbers whose product is 6 but their difference is minus 1. So again we get 3 2s are 6 but minus 3 plus 2. Greater number the sign of middle term, smaller number opposite sign. So we get x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. Find the common factor from this two and this next two. X is equal to x into bracket x minus 3 plus 2 into bracket x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we get one of the common factor is x minus 3, second common factor is x plus 2 is equal to 0. Whenever the product of two numbers is 0, one of the number must be 0. That is our mathematics. So either x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So we get x is equal to 3 here or x is equal to minus 2. That is the solution of that equation. So here remember this two tricks of sign of factors. So this two tricks or two tables. Revise that table again and again. Observe the table again. I am moving the screen. Whenever the sign is positive, then how to give the sign to the greater factor and the smaller factor. That depends on the sign of middle term. Middle term positive, both are positive. Middle term negative, both are negative. And here addition of two factors is the middle term. Now when the sign is negative, both the factors having different sign. And here middle term is equal to difference of this two factors. So is it clear? Now let us see our practice set 2.2. So students, here it is the first sum from practice set 2.2. In this first sum, the coefficient of square term is 1 and the last term is positive. So how will we get the product, which we have to write in the circle? Right here P and a circle, that is our rough work. 1 multiplied by 54 we get plus 54. Write with sign. If it is negative, product is negative. And you know the table, when the product is positive, then both the factors having the same sign. That depends upon the sign of middle term. Middle term negative means both are negative. And whenever the product is positive, the sum of these two factors is the middle term. Now find two numbers whose product is 56 and their sum is 15. So we get 9 6. So here minus 9 and minus 6. These are the factors of that 54. Now how to write? Therefore, first term as it is x square. Split up this middle term. 15x can be written as minus 9x and minus 6x plus this last term as it is. Don't disturb that first and last term. Both terms remains as it is. Now the group of first and second term, the group of this third and fourth term. Now find the common factors from first and second term and third and fourth term. So what is the common here? X into bracket x minus 9. Here minus 6 is common, x minus 9. So this minus minus become plus is equal to 0. Now this is the first term, this is the second term. X minus 9 is the common factor. So first write that common factor x minus 9. And the second factor is the numbers or the factors outside the bracket, x minus 6 is equal to 0. Whenever the product of two numbers is 0, either first number is 0, that means x minus 9 is equal to 0, or x minus 6 is equal to 0. Whenever x minus 9 is equal to 0, this becomes plus 9. Therefore, we get x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 6. Therefore, solution of this equation is equal to 9, 6. Here we can write any value first and second because both are the values of x. In first chapter, it is different, x and y. That's why we have to write the first value of x and second value of y. So let us see that sum. Here the product is 1 into 54 is 54. Here written product is positive. Therefore, both the factors having the same sign, that is the sign of middle term. Now observe the middle term is 15, and whenever product is positive, sum of these two factors is equal to middle term. So 9 6 are 54, 9 plus 6 15. We get two factors, minus 9 minus 6. So split up this middle term as minus 9x minus 6x, remaining terms as it is. We get 4 terms. Then make a group of 2 terms, 1 2 3 4. Now find the common factor from first and second term. X is the common, write the remaining in the bracket. From third and fourth, minus 6 is common, write the remaining in bracket. So this is the first term, this is second term. X minus 9 is the common in both the terms, so write that one. And the remaining which is outside the bracket, that is the second factor. So either first factor is 0 or second is 0. So we get x is equal to 9, x is equal to 6. So solution is 8, 9, 6. So in this way, we can solve this quadratic equations by factorization method. There are different methods for solving that quadratic equation. So first one is factorization method. Now in 2.2, we are studying that factorization method. Now let us see second sum, third sum from that exercise. So here again, that last term is positive. So first term, coefficient of square term is 2. 2 multiplied by this 13. So that is our product. So product is equal to 13 to the 26. 2 and multiplied by 13 like this. The product of these two numbers. 2 into 13 is equal to 26, that is plus 26. Whenever the product is positive, you know, the sign of both factor is same and sum of factors is equal to middle term. So we have to find two numbers whose product is 26 and their sum is 27. So which are these numbers? Whenever 26, 27 such numbers are there, then 26 multiplied by 1. 26 into 1 we get 26, and 26 plus 1 is equal to 27. Middle term positive, therefore both are positive. Now solve first term as it is, last term as it is. Now split up the middle term. 27x can be written, y can be written as 26y plus 1y means y, plus this 13 is equal to 0. group of first and second term, make a group of second, third and fourth term. Find the common factor. Here 2 is common from the numbers and y is common from the variables. So here y plus 13. Now plus, there is no common means 1 common. Y plus 13. Whenever no common term, then there is 1 is always common. So y plus 13, y plus 13. This is the first factor. And second, 2y plus 1. That is the second factor. Is equal to 0. So either first factor is equal to 0, y plus 13 is equal to 0, or this 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now simplify and find the value of y. Y is equal to minus 13, or 2y is equal to minus 1. So y is equal to minus 1 upon 2, and therefore solution of this equation is minus 13 minus 1 upon 2. So in this way we can solve the quadratic equations by factorization method. Let us see that sum again. 13 2s are 26, positive sign, both the factors. 26 1s are 26 and 26 plus 1 27, middle term. So split up the middle term, first term, last term, always same in every sum. 2y square plus 26y plus y is equal to 13, plus 13 is equal to 0. Make a group of first and second term, third and fourth term, pair of first, second, third, fourth. Find the common factor from this first pair. 2y is the common, y plus 13. Here 1 is common. No common term means 1 is always common. So we get the factors. This one, first factor 0 or second factor 0, and find the value of y. So in this way, this we have seen these two sums from this exercise. These are the methods of solving that quadratic equation by factorization. So this is the factorization method. Let us see more sums from this exercise. So students, let us see fifth sum from practice set 2.2. Here only thus 1 upon 2 is there. Then the student feel it is very difficult sum. So simplify this one. In the denominator 2 is there, so multiply throughout by 2. So multiply by 2 both side of that equation. So we get 2 to the 4 x square minus 2 to the 4x plus, if we multiply by 2, here we get 1 is equal to 0. We get the simple equation now. Now what is our product? You know, the sign is plus. So 4 into 1 plus 4. And find the two factors whose product is 4 and their sum is 4. 2 to the 4. So tables plays important role. So you must know the tables at least up to 25. So this first term 4x square as it is, minus sign both because middle term is negative, minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now make a pair of first, second and third, fourth. Find the common one. 2x is the common, into bracket 2x minus 1. And here minus 1 is common. 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus 1, this bracket is common, and the remaining factor is again 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or same factors, 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 by 2, x is equal to 1 by 2. So our solution is 1 upon 2. Only one value is there because both the values are same. Sometimes we get both the values same means single value if it is a complete square term. So here in this way we can find the factors using factorization method. Let us see that eighth sum from practice set 2.2, factorization method. So here our product is 3 into 2 plus 6. So last term is positive, therefore plus 6. Now the middle term is minus 2 root 6. So we get the factors root 6 into root 6 and both having the same sign, minus minus sign of the middle term. That means sum of these two is equal to 2 root 6. Product of these two is equal to 6. Now write these factors. So here 3x square first term as it is, minus this 2 root 6 can be written as root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now you know the laws of surds. We have to use that laws of surds here. This 3 can be written as root 3 multiplied by root 3. We get 3. And this root 6 we can write as root 3 into root 2. And this 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. In 9th standard we studied that surds. In surds we studied these steps. So we have to use this one. So this 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3 x square minus root 6 means root 3 into root 2x. This is first pair minus root 3 into root 2x plus this 2 is root 2 into root 2 is equal to 0. So this is the second pair. Find the common factor. Here root 3 is one of the common factor. Second, x square and x is the common factor. Now write the remaining factor. 1 root 3 is there and 1 x is there. Minus root 3x taken as common, so root 2. Minus here root 2 is taken as common, into bracket root 3 and x as it is, minus minus become plus, that's why minus sign, root 2 is equal to 0. So first factor is this common bracket root 3 x minus root 2. This is one of the factor, and second factor outside the bracket root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. Here see a into a is a square, same bracket square means we get root 3 x minus root 2 bracket square is equal to 0. So here bracket square is equal to 0. If here square number is there, then we get the two factors minus and plus, because every square has two square roots, positive, negative, but here it is 0. So taking roots of both sides, taking roots of both sides, because 0 has no sign, positive, negative, that's why here directly we can write square root of this one is root 3x minus root 2 and square root of 0 is 0. Therefore root 3x is equal to this root 2 becomes plus root 2, and x is equal to this root 2 divided by this root 3. So we get only one value, and that is our solution is root 3 upon root 2. So this is the value of that x. In this way we can solve that sum. Let us revise that sum. Here root 6 is there, so no need to see that middle term. 3 into 2, that is 6. Now find the factors whose sum is 2 root 6, product is 6. So root 6, sign of middle term, minus minus. Now write that first term as it is, last term as it is, split up middle term, root 6x, root 6x. Now use this one. This 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. Root 6 can be written as root 3 into root 2. 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Now here split up that 3. Split up that root 6. Split up that root 6 and root 2. Now find common factors and write the bracket. Here we get same factor. Same factor means square is equal to 0. Here if any square number is there, then we get plus minus. If 4 is there, then the square root is plus minus 2. So one value is plus 2, other value is minus 2. But here 0. So no need to take plus minus. So it is 0, therefore we get x is equal to root 2 by root 3. So in this way we can solve that sum. Let us see this 10th sum from practice set 2.2. Here it is binomial, but if we observe, it is a complete square. It is a complete square. So whenever both are complete square, write in the standard form 25m square. This 9 becomes minus 9 is equal to 0. This is the square of 5m bracket square, and this is the square of 3 square is equal to 0. You know the formula. A square minus b square we studied in 8th and 9th. One factor is a plus b, another factor is a minus b. So use this concept. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. So here 5m square minus 3 square is equal to 0. Therefore first factor is 5m plus 3 and second factor is 5m minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore either 5m plus 3 is equal to 0 or 5m minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore 5m is equal to minus 3, and here 5m is equal to 3. So last step, m is equal to minus 3 by 5, and here m is equal to 3 by 5. So we get two values. So solution 3 by 5 and minus 3 by 5. So in this way, here this practice set 2.2 is completed. Friends, I tried to solve maximum sums from this practice set. Now try the remaining sums at home, and if you have any doubt in that sums, then write in a comment box. I will try to solve that doubt, clear that doubts. And friends, if you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel and share these videos to your other friends. Thank you.